Hi guys, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you who are just about to go to bed. My name is Winfred. For those of you who are tuning in for the very first time, thank you so much for watching, for subscribing. And today I'm going to be making an easy, crispy potato recipe. This one can be used as a snack, a side dish. You'll love it. It's easy, simple, and quick. So join me and see the ingredients that we are going to make, to use to make this easy recipe. And the other thing, please watch to the end so that you can be able to not miss a step. Now, the ingredients that are going to help me make this recipe is, of course, potatoes. These ones I've sliced them up into 4. A whole potato, just slice it up into 4. It will give you these sizings. Now, right away, I'm going to boil this for about 5 minutes. Just when they've started boiling, I'll take them off and work with them later. So the ingredients will be shown to you much later after I've given these a head start, because they've got to boil before anything else. And in order to save time, I'm going to put them on fire as I show you the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to boil them until 5 minutes. They don't have to cook through, and then I'll show you what happens after. Now I'm also going to add a teaspoon of salt to taste to the potatoes, and then I'll boil these. Now the ingredients that are going to help us make that easy crispy potato recipe that can be a dessert, that can be a snack or side dish, thyme. You can use oregano if you don't have thyme. I've got some chili spice here that will help give me that kick. And then I've got paprika. If you don't have paprika or you don't want paprika, you can use chili flakes. I've also got some half a spoon of black pepper, some cooking oil. I've got oatmeal, but you can go ahead and use coriander, and then I've got breadcrumbs, about 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs, cornstarch, 2 tablespoons, and then some grated mozzarella cheese. Now I've also got to use a clean bowl, because once the potatoes are ready, I'm going to need a clean bowl, and then I'm going to need a tray, a baking tray, and some baking pepper. Now, while the potatoes are boiling, I'm keeping myself busy with these other ingredients, because I know it will help save time, especially if you find yourself caught up by time, or if you have so many other things that you have to deal with in addition to your cooking. You can go ahead and do the other preparations as the potatoes are cooking. So I'm just going to line my tray. Now the potatoes have been on for 5 minutes. I'm going to take them off and then drain them of water, and then work with them after that. Now I'm draining them out of water so that they can dry and I can be able to work with them. So go ahead and do the same if you're going to make this recipe at home. Remember, 5 minutes of cooking. More than that would mean your potatoes will be overcooked, and then they'll just give up on you. Split as you're working with them. At this stage, I'm just toweling them dry, and then I'll transfer them to the big bowl where I'm going to add other things to them. Reason I'm toweling them dry, I don't want whatever ingredients I'm going to add in there to be runny. I want everything to stick to the potatoes, and because they are hot, they will be able to even melt that mozzarella cheese that I'm going to use. So go ahead and get some tissue and towel your potatoes dry. Now I'm adding the 3 tablespoons. I've added the 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. I'm also going to drizzle a bit of oil. This is about 2 tablespoons of oil. And I'll try and mix these until they are evenly spread. So what I'll do is just shake them up a bit. Now I'm going to add the cornstarch. These are 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm going to add thyme, the chicken fry mix, and paprika plus black pepper, everything in one go. Remember the potatoes were boiled with salt in there, so in case you're wondering about the salt. And I'm also putting about 40 grams of cheese in there, mozzarella cheese. You can go ahead and use Parmesan cheese or whatever cheese that you really like. Now I'm also going to add my cornmeal. You can go ahead and use parsley if it's what you have. And then I'm going to shake it up so that the ingredients can be all over the potatoes. Now, as I'm doing all this, I'm going to dig in with my hands just like I've already done. But you preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and then we'll be able to bake these crispy potatoes. Now my tray is ready, so what I do is get a potato and make sure it's properly coated with a bit of everything that we have put in there, the breadcrumbs, the cornstarch, and then just line your tray. This can take some time, but go ahead and enjoy the process. Now I'm done coating and lining the tray with the potatoes. Now off to the oven they go. Our crispy potatoes are done. I'm just going to plate them. These guys are tasty. Remember, they've got coatings of cheese on there and the breadcrumbs. They'll be loved. These can be, you can use them as starters, you can use them as additions to a meal, you can use them as snacks, you can have them as servings at the party. They will be delightful. So go ahead and try them. See how your recipe comes out when you make them. Until next time, thank you so much guys for subscribing and watching. Bye bye and God bless.